What is going on, guys? This is your dude Shotmaster, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Baltimore Ravens as we start our franchise team reviews for Madden NFL 22. Big shout out to the Joker 811 for creating rosters with all the transactions, rookies, free agencies, so that we can take a good look at these rosters and see what each team needs as far as we take them over for Madden NFL 22. A lot of guys right now are trying to figure out what team they should pick, and hopefully these videos will be advantageous to you so you can get an idea of what you're working with. If this is a rebuild team, if this is a team that can win right away, you know, you'll be able to tell from these videos and from my assessment. So before we get into that though, make sure you stick that like button, subscribe to the channel, also stick that notification bell so you know when I go live, and also make sure you put a comment in the comment section below so you can be eligible to get into a free drawing for a free copy of Madden NFL 22 that I will be doing on August 13th. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at these Ravens. Now, the one thing I'll say about these Ravens is I think they did not live up to their expectations last year as far as a team in the NFL, but I think this year they should be well on their track. And this is actually a good offensive team as you start to look at the pieces here for Madden NFL 22 and all the roster moves that they made. Yes, they lost Matt Judon, outside linebacker, and Yannick Ngakoue, defensive end, but they got Sammy Watkins, wide receiver. They got two offensive linemen in Alejandro Villanueva and Kevin Zeitler, and they drafted some good rookies. So before we go ahead and take a look at the depth chart, let's go ahead and take a look at the rookies that I think will make an impact for your franchise if you take these Ravens. And the first rookie that we're going to take a look at is wide receiver Rashad Bateman, the wide receiver out of Minnesota, 6 foot tall, 91 speed. Again, these ratings are not accurate. Well, they're not the real ratings, but they're probably pretty close. As my guy the Joker does a great job with the ratings this year. But this is going to free up. I feel like getting Rashad Bateman in the first round not only gives Lamar Jackson another target along with Sammy Watkins that they picked up for free agency, but it also is going to free up Marquise Brown a little bit more. Bateman should have good speed, and he should be able to stretch the field, let Marquise work underneath, or vice versa, go underneath and let Marquise work over the top, while Sammy Watkins is going to be more of that possession receiver, that mid 10 yards in, 10 yards out digs and drags and stuff like that. So again, Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota, a great wide receiver for this Ravens offense. The second player we're going to take a look at is from Penn State, linebacker Odafi Owen. I actually think he will play linebacker. Right here, they have him as a left end, but 257 I think is a little bit too small in this Ravens defense. But you'll see he'll have good speed off the edge. So if you want to put him at a defensive end in a 4-3, maybe you change up to a 4-3 defense, he would be a great edge rusher, as I think he'll have that speed and that acceleration to be so. This is a big guy, but I think he can become valuable, especially losing Ngakoue. Well, and he's a good piece, a good young piece for this franchise. Now, to me, those are really the only two rookies that I really see in making an impact on your team for your franchise. I mean, yes, they did draft another offensive lineman, Ben Cleveland, which you can definitely develop as well. And they drafted a corner as well, Brandon Stephens, out of SMU. But I think, again, Bateman and Owe are going to be the two rookies that you are going to want to develop in Madden NFL 22. So let's go ahead and take a look at the three guys that we want to develop in Madden NFL 22. And of course, I love J.K. Dobbins. I think he's definitely one. Owe and Bateman. I mean, let's go ahead and see if we can find somebody else. Maybe there's somebody else that we'd like to develop. Now, I personally don't develop anybody over 24. So usually I try 23 and younger, usually 23, 21. Okay, here's Patrick Queen. I forgot all about Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen is another person that you might want to develop other than your defensive end. So if it was me, I would go J.K. Dobbins, Patrick Queen, and Rashad Bateman. Remember, you don't have no more Mark Ingram as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the depth charts. So here we are at the depth charts for the Baltimore Ravens. And of course, you know, the quarterback position is definitely solidified. Edwards and J.K. Dobbins, I actually would move Dobbins up above Gus Edwards. That's just me. I'm looking more in the long run, like future, not just this 1 year. I think J.K. Dobbins is definitely going to be a great asset. You have Sammy Watkins, Marquise Brown, and then you have Rashad Bateman here. As you can see, the offensive line, this is the other rookie in Cleveland. And then you had the two veteran offensive linemen in Zeitler and Villanueva. And then you have Mark Andrews as your top tight end. So I like this right here. I think this is the adjustment that you need to make. Put Dobbins over Gus Edwards. As we take a look at the defense, Patrick Queen, definitely, like I said, somebody you want to develop. You got Marcus Peters, you have Marlon Humphreys, McPhee and Fort. So I think this is actually pretty good. I don't know if I would move anybody from this right here. As we see, Owe he's number 2 as far as the left end is concerned. I don't know if you want to deal somebody, but you can maybe get something for Wolf, or maybe you want to deal something for Campbell. Maybe there's something else, because you got to kind of get younger at the cornerback spot. Marcus Peters is getting old. Smith is getting old. So you might, if you can, I would trade, if you could trade Campbell for a young corner, I think maybe you do it. Or maybe if you can get a safety, you do that. But I like the linebackers, not too shabby. Again, we're talking about franchise. We're not talking about 1 year and done. We're talking about multiple years. So you have to think multiple years. All right, so that's going to do it for my review for the Ravens. Again, I think this Ravens team is built to win right now with Lamar Jackson and that offense. I think it's just a matter of how long can you sustain that. And I think making moves to get younger is always in the game plan. It's something you should always do when you get into a franchise, especially an online, 32 online person franchise. Make some trades, get younger, don't make stupid trades, but you have pieces on that offense to get the ball down the field and score a lot of points. Just make sure you shore up that defense, get a better corner if you can, and that's going to do it. So guys, appreciate y'all watching. Again, big shout out to my guy the Joker 811 for letting us download his rosters. That information will be in the description below. Stick that like button, subscribe to the channel, stick that notification bell, and put a comment. What do you think this Ravens team is going to do in real life? This is something that I'm going to do after every franchise video, is kind of predict the season for the team. And I think the Ravens will go 13-4. I really like their squad. Cleveland's going to be good, but I really like the Ravens to come out of the AFC North. So I'm going to predict them to be 13-4. So that'll do it. Appreciate you guys. See you guys in the next video. This your dude Shop. I'm out. Peace.